Army, I have a confession to make. You remember when y'all were trying to give us that experimental anthrax shot at Fort Carson? You told everybody in 3rd Armored, hey, you got to take the experimental anthrax shot and all of that stuff. Well, you know, $100 goes a long ways in the Army. And usually you can find some dumbass to do something for you for $100. Or, I mean, hell, you can give $25 to the people in administration after you get back from leave, and they won't say that you took leave, so you'll get to keep your leave. I mean, that's an old trick of the trade there. We used to do it all the time. When I got out of the Army, I used all my vacation, but it said I still had all of it because I'd just pay the people in admin. Well, yeah, it works to perfection. Well, this one time they wanted to force me to take this anthrax shot, and I was like, I ain't taking no fucking anthrax shot. I looked, you know, I did a little research on it and stuff. I was like, what the hell, man? This sounds like some sort of scam or something. And I was like, I'm not taking this shit, okay? I'll figure out how I'm going to get out of this. So I did. You may remember Private Herrera. He was Puerto Rican. There at Fort Carson Army. Yeah, he took his anthrax shot, and I was like, hey, dude, look, if you want to, you know, say you're Private Smith when you go through, it was kind of a light-skinned Puerto Rican. When you go through the line there, you know, do it again, take it for me, I'll give you $100, and all you got to do is take my shot for me and just sign my name as Private Smith. Gave him my, you know, BDU top and everything, and he just walked through the line again, and he got the second shot there at Fort Carson Army. Remember that? Yeah, I do, because it was like a week later he died. I don't know if y'all remember that or not. I felt kind of bad about that, actually. Yeah, y'all might want to look into that, because I can prove that too, Army. How you double-dosed a private in the United States Army with the anthrax shot and killed him. Yeah, I got you on that one for sure. You're really busted on that one. I'll take a polygraph to that too. You know, there's a whole lot more I could talk about from the Army, if you'll remember. Well, it was those black helicopters that chased me around while I was being tortured by some sort of electromagnetic technology. Somebody's waterboarding me for information, Army. You know, I haven't really broke it down for the FBI completely yet about that huge MDMA ring and the LSD ring that we set up there while I was involved in that, remember? Y'all wanted to know how to distribute MDMA to the children at the high schools and things like that, so you was picking my brain while I was in the Army. You may remember that there at Fort Carson, those guys in that side project that I was in. It was like, hey, how did y'all used to take your ecstasy and stuff? Well, it's like, well, we'd go to raves and party. What do you want me to do here? Help you freaking start a MDMA ring so y'all can, you know, spike it with nanotechnology and inoculate a bunch of people with technology that links you up to satellites or something? Is that what y'all are trying to do? I wonder where they got an idea like that. So yeah, I know y'all were following me real close my whole life before I even got to the Army, so I figured that out about, I don't know, 2 or 3 years after I got out of the Army, and I was like, you know, I'm watching the news here, and it's almost like everything that goes through my mind happens in the news like a week later, so it makes it real easy for me to figure all of this stuff out. But as far as waterboarding me for information and torturing me and following me around with black helicopters after I got Dan Patrick's phone number, yeah, Army, I don't mind just throwing y'all under the bus. I mean, why wouldn't I? You owe me money, period, okay, for a lot of things. A lot of things you owe me money for, Army. A lot of things, actually. You know, I'm not your slave. I'm not going to be your slave. As a matter of fact, I could just cut y'all's throat right now if I wanted to, like I just did in the little segment before this video, which is a true story, by the way. Yeah, I know you'll deny it like you're going to deny everything else. But, you know, that was kind of why I'm God's messenger. You don't want to taint God's messenger, as you learned on 9/11. And that anthrax shot was, you know, I feel bad for the guy, but he kind of sacrificed himself for God's messenger. So, It was kind of important not to taint the message any more than y'all already had with that anthrax shot that y'all wanted to give me. I think you learned what tainting the messenger is on 9/11 was the moral to the story there. So, yeah, I'm trying to deliver to you a message and from the cosmos, a cosmic, godly message, and you attacked me with illegal technology after you used me to set up a political opponent. Of course, now you're understanding how you fell into a godly trap, just like Star Warners pointed out in the last episode of Pinky and the Brain that forecasted 9/11 to the T. Yeah. How'd y'all do that? It's almost like Osama bin Laden dropped the script off. You know, I've already talked about that. But I could keep going here, Army. I mean, how long do you want to waterboard me so the Church of Christ can learn how evil the United States government is? It's up to you at this point. I figure you owe me about $300 million for pain and suffering. Okay? So, yeah, y'all might want to figure all that out. You know, Army, I made it a point after he died to discover his mom's name in Puerto Rico. Port of Rico case kind of works here. It's almost like God's trying to tell you something. So I know this guy's family. I know how to get in touch with them. You know, I'm really in a confessing mood, Army. I think I am going to contact them after all these years and tell them how their son died. Yeah, I think I will. I think I'll go ahead and reach out to the family there in Puerto Rico, and I'll let them know, hey, you know, I didn't know the dangers of the, well, I did. I understood there was some danger to it, but I didn't know that it was going to kill your son. But he wanted $100, so he took 2 anthrax vaccinations, and that's what killed him. Shortly after he took the second one, the second round, he took the complete anthrax vaccinations, the first round and the second round complete, wearing my BDUs the second time. Of course, you know, I was 18 years old, and I was like, I ain't taking this shit. Hell, if somebody's going to want $100, they can take it twice. It'll just make sure that they were doubled up on it, and they won't get anthrax. You know, they'll be better off than everybody else. Well, I didn't know he was going to fall over dead, right? Well, after he fell over dead, I got to thinking about it. I was like, hell, I'm going to keep this one in my hip pocket there, Army. So I have all of their family information, and, you know, I could just reach out to them anytime now. I'll tell you how you could get out of me not screwing you over that bad, Army. You could come over here and tell my family how you illegally hacked my mind and used me as a digital soldier to do all your dirty work with you after I got out of the Army, like you're doing a whole lot of veterans around the country. Torturing us to do your will with your illegal technocracy tech. Yeah. Well, I kind of seen that coming because I got that cool little heads-up display that I was talking about, right? That y'all didn't have originally. Yeah, I had the original HUD, like I was talking about. Kind of lets me know, hey, you know, when it's kind of like the ears in the pickle jar there from the Philippines and that little mission that we did there. Yeah, I held on to the ears too. I got them buried. So I got you on that one too. What, do you think I was just going to let y'all run roughshod over me one day whenever you got the opportunity to? No, it's quite the opposite. I held on to a whole lot of little trinkets so that I can make all of you my bitches and not the other way around, you stupid fucking morons. So, yeah, you need to come over here and apologize to my family for hacking my mind and using me as a digital soldier, or the Herreras are going to find out what happened to their son here very soon. Yeah. See how that works? This is another true story, Army, that's very odd, and the CIA director considers this one, you know how this intel works now. Before I joined the Army, the reason they were plucking my mind while I was in the Army is because we had set up a drug operation at the young age of 16 where we sold ecstasy at raves, and we also sold marijuana on our street along with ecstasy, and LSD, by the way. And I was 15, 16 when we got into this. We actually was pretty successful at it. My friend Nick, Sputnik, my friend Nick that lived on Sadime Street or Midas Lane in our little, we called it DA for Drug Alley. Yeah, we were little punk drug dealers, but we were pretty good at it, actually, considering we were only 16 and we never got caught. Nick got in trouble for shooting a guy in the back with a blow dart, a drive-by blow darting. Shot him right in the back at Alvin High School, and I wasn't with them, or they wouldn't have done that because they never did stupid shit when I was with them. I can't believe he even hit the guy. The guy was walking down the sidewalk, and they were just driving by in a old beat-up car, and Nick was like, fuck it, I'm going to shoot this guy with a blow dart, right? And he actually hit him. Well, they gave him third-degree felony charges for that. Basically ruined his life. They charged him as an adult and all kinds of shit. He was freaking 16 years old. And the guy just got a little needle in his back. But, you know, if he wasn't Iranian, he probably wouldn't have been charged as an adult. It wouldn't have screwed his life up, and had a felony charge stick with him. He went all the way through pharmaceutical school to later find out that that was going to haunt him, and he couldn't even get a job at a pharmacy. I mean, he was 16 years old. We did stupid shit. We all grew up after. That's why I joined the Army when I was 17 years old, right? Well, what I wanted to tell you, Army, which is ironic, is I left my entire drug empire that I built before I joined the Army because somebody knocked me out and stole all my money one day, and I was like, yeah, this is kind of a bad idea. Maybe I'll join the Army or something. So I joined the Army, but I left my entire drug empire to Nick, or Sputnik, before I joined the Army. And all those stories, aren't they just something, though, the way they all add up now? It's really strange, isn't it? Yeah. It's called cosmic water, okay? All right. And basically it tells on the United States government, everything y'all have done. I'm the messenger. Don't shoot the messenger. Yeah, y'all shot me at MEPS and 9/11 happened. So I'm just going to keep on talking and telling everybody what you're up to. Because you decided to waterboard me with illegal technology while I was minding my own business down on the bio after you gave me Dan Patrick's phone number for an illegal pay-to-play scheme, and I didn't go along with your stupid fucking plans, right? And I exposed all of you for what you are. See, that was the real heads-up display told me to do that, not your bullshit canopy that y'all have after you freaking tortured me for 3 years so that you could set up this thing that lies to you all the time, which is what the media uses. That's how you have the entire media on one mind hive. They're using this big canopy Astrodome heads-up display that's really nice. It's actually pretty neat, but it's full of shit. So I'll just stick with my heads-up display that isn't a bullshitter. Always gave me the real scoop. A good enough scoop that I could enjoy the good life down on the bio while I minded my own business, only to find out later that y'all were going to use me for a con job, to only find out later that my original heads-up display conned all of you. Yeah, it's a super duper. So I would give me my money and leave me the fuck alone if I were y'all.